No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery, escaping the pressure right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little... Interesting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence from his end zone, dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He could. Reel it in. It's incomplete. But Charles, a look now at the Falcons 2022 draft class, and you see with so many of their picks, especially early, they were really focused on getting guys who could contribute as starters right away, and guys who had plenty of upside to develop as they try to do this rebuild the right way.
And as you described, what they think is a difference maker at wide receiver, Drake London, they took him 8th overall. He goes right into the starting lineup. And on defense, a screaming need for pass rushers, they took edge Arnold Katie in the 2nd round. That should be two instant difference makers on either side of the ball. And let's not forget, they took Desmond Ridder, the quarterback out of Cincinnati, in the 3rd round. They'll have a chance to start in the 2nd half of the season.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to